Nathan, man, let me get this straight. You want me to do another top 5, and you want me to base said top 5 off of a disc-based console again? Man, listen, I don't know what your deal is with disc-based consoles. I don't know what the boss has told you, but you're getting too deep with these disc-based consoles, man. You're just going too deep.
That's what your mom said.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Hi, it's Joe Grotesque once again for Season 7 of Retro Cynical. As you probably already guessed, we're doing another Top 5 list. This time it's the Top 5 best games for the PlayStation 2. Now, the PlayStation 2 is the greatest selling console of all time. It came out in the year 2000 and they didn't stop making games for it until 2013. Bear in mind, this is only my Top 5, so don't get upset when you don't see Kingdom Hearts on the list. Because it's not. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but it's not there. So without further ado, let's look at the 5 greatest games for the greatest selling console of all time.
Number 5. I bet no one was expecting to see this on the list. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum is one primo fighting game. It had a late in the game release and was really overlooked, but I regard it as one of the finest fighting titles for the console. SNK Playmore really deliver fan service on this one by giving you a plethora of fighters, not just from fighting classics like Fatal Fury and Samurai Showdown, but also give you the chance to play as characters from non-fighting games like Metal Slug. The controls are oh so familiar, and it's easy to dive right into. Multiple game modes, Neo Geo style graphics, and great updated versions of characters we all know and love. It's a must own for any old school fighting fan, and I highly recommend it. Number 4. No surprise to see Shadow of the Colossus on this list. What's there to say about this game that hasn't already been said 1,000 times before? It's a true masterpiece and has a huge cult following. Heck, there's probably some of you that are pissed at me right now because it's not number 1. Regardless, if you're one of the few that hasn't played Shadow of the Colossus, you're missing out on an adventurous giant monster slaying work of art. It's like combining Twilight Princess with God of War. Check it out, I'm totally grabbing onto that guy's taint hair. Number 3. Blood Will Tell might get pigeonholed as being a hack and slash, but there's so much more meat on that bone. A video game adaptation of the manga masterwork of Osamu Tezuka, called Dororo. With an amazing and unique library of weapons, man, let's just be honest, the main character is a freaking weapon. This game is spellbinding and worth owning, regardless of its expensive eBay going price.
Bucky, did you see that creep last night?
Yeah, you looked so scared, I thought you'd start crying.
You can't beat a game where you play as a guy with swords for hands that also has a cannon in its knee. Number 2. It was really tough deciding which Katamari Damacy game to put on the list, but ultimately I opted to go with We Love Katamari simply because it was the first I ever played. Though there's no tremendous difference between this and the first one. It's a true classic. This game is almost therapeutic, even though at times it can be totally frustrating. Roll your way through a fine collection of levels, appease the king of the cosmos, then roll up the galaxy. Strange, simple, satisfying. Don't even get me started on that bangin' soundtrack. This game will charm you and have you coming back for replay. And let's not forget about all the unlockable cousins. Number 1. Sorry, God of War and Grand Theft Auto, but this is my number 1 pick.
To run into me.
It's Haruka. That's my name.
Oh my dear Yakuza. Yes, I'm primarily a true retro gamer, but I have to admit, Yakuza is my favorite game franchise ever. Dreaming of visiting Japan since childhood, I have to say playing this game is the closest thing I've gotten to experiencing Japan firsthand, aside from maybe Shenmue. Other than that, the deep story, interactivity within the open world, and the busting of many skulls seal the deal for me on this one. Not just a great PS2 game, but one of the greatest games of all time. At least in my eyes. It's one of those rare times where a game allows you to do incredibly kind-hearted deeds while kicking the ass of wrongdoers in between time. Sega, you done good on this one.
Well, what do you know, we're at the end of another episode. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and thank you so much for the continued support. Before I go, I wanted to mention something. In my next video, I wanted to do a question and answer. So if there's anything you've ever wanted to know about me or the show, or anything relevant to the show, just leave your question in the comments below. Until then, thanks once again for watching, take care, and we'll see you next time.